Omaha! Oh, it says Mama. Sorry. Desh, and why am I not surprised, Young Fly? I swear, you know, like, I'm not sitting here trying to be an asshole. I said this in my Discord, but I feel like as if, I mean, I understand Young Fly supposedly, I think, came from, like, a group or a band or something like that, but, like, why hasn't he put out any music by himself? Like, he has one song from, like, 2021 by himself. That's it. He's always collab with people, and which, again, I would say is fine, but I feel like, as well, he's, like, featuring in songs, you know? He's actually not even putting out something of his own work, like, you know, even if it had a feature of some, you know, random person, he doesn't have any music by himself. And I wonder why, you know, from like, you know, people saying, oh, he's like got people out looking for him or whatever you can call it kind of thing, because, oh, he's like, you know, a traitor of some sort or whatever you can call it, and only wanted fame from like Desh and Azaria and what people would say like the mainstream. And, you know, like with something like this, bro, I'm starting to kind of believe it, because he doesn't have music. He just keeps collabing with people who, in my opinion, I mean, like at some points are better and or bigger. Because I mean, you know, like Desh, I found him first. You know, Young Fly, I just recently kind of found him in the past couple years or whatever it is kind of thing. But I mean, you know, Azaria for me has always been like, you know, the biggest, and I think clearly opinion wise to the world or in Hungary, Azaria is the biggest, then probably Desh, then Young Fly, you know, out of these three, that is, because you know, like you're forgetting about T Danny, Manuel, and so many others. As I said, not trying to be a mean asshole or say anything bad towards Young Fly. Absolutely love towards him and all that, but you know, like I just question why. YouTube is currently broken. I don't know what it is. I used to have my volume at 15, so it's not loud. I'm able to talk. You guys can also hear it. It's not very loud at all. But I have to have it 100 right now because, like, I can't even fucking hear it. And it's not my headset. Everything else is fine. Everybody! Is this in Hungary? I mean, personally, it doesn't look like it, and I want to almost say no, but like, I don't know. Because, like, also, like, you know, that's definitely the ocean. Hungary doesn't have, like, an ocean, so. At least I think it looks like it, I mean. Is that Azaria in the back? He don't give a shit, bro. Döntöttél, mégsem mentél. Ahogyan magadhoz öleltél, elhitetted velem, hogy szerettél. Így szívemben őriztem a lángot, nem hagytam, hogy kialudjék. Miattad utáltam meg a várost, bárhova nézek, egy közös emlő. Bevillan a sötétben, emlékszel, baba, micsoda nyár volt. Úgy táncol velem az emlék, mint a 100% Azaria. Yeah, it's like I just needed a clear view, dude. Yeah, speaking of him, I'm not gonna lie. Literally, as soon as he starts dropping things, I'm not gonna care about nobody other than him. That's it. At the time, you know, kind of. He's the one holding the flag. Kicsi Copacabana, gyere bújj hozzám. Ég a teste, hogy táncot jár. Szép a lelke, de a szíve úgy fáj. Okay, has it been so long, or does that guy look like Morgan Wallen? That is not Azaria, dude. I mean, pretty sure it is, but like, wow, it's been a long time, dude. Stitch! Grogu! I feel like another thing I want to say is they were saying that Desh was going to be dropping music while Azaria was, you know, like on a break or something like that. And they had actually been dropping, you know, like 3 songs, because I had said that before. Then they started to drop music and I was like, all right, cool. This is, you know, like what they were, I guess, you know, like gonna say dropping or whatever it is. But then he kind of disappeared for a long time, you know, like I didn't know if he was like, you know, gonna drop an EP or what they meant by like, you know, he's gonna drop, because I felt like it was in a very short amount of time that he was doing that stuff. And then I was like, oh, he's disappeared again or whatever you call it. And I feel like as well, like, you know, Desh hasn't like really dropped an album in a long time. He's only got one or whatever you call it. EPs are fine, but it's like, you know, I don't know. I question, you know, like why people don't do anything like that or something like that. You know, why wouldn't they drop, you know, like all these big massive projects? And, you know, like I'm not an artist. I don't, you know, have a label or anything like that. So I don't really know how a lot of it works, but I just question, like, you know, why people, I guess, don't drop like, you know, a lot or more than whatever. Because a lot of people, you know, like they disappear for a long time or they don't really drop much. I mean, you know, like I know certain people, they're dropping like they just dropped an album, like say like last week, they're already dropping more singles this week. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you know, take a break, dude. Music video was cool. I enjoyed that. Song was, you know, one of the chiller sort of vibes. I enjoyed it. It was cool, but I don't know how long it'll stay in my playlist, but I enjoyed it either way.